What are your thoughts on hi-fi shows? Do you love them, or do you think it's time for them to die? Let me know in the comments down below. While you ponder that question, let me share with you 3 things I love and 3 things I hate about hi-fi shows. The first thing that I hate about hi-fi shows is nothing ever sounds the same at a hi-fi show compared to how it sounds when you get at home. The rooms are really optimal for the speakers that are within them, and you have to deal with the sound coming from the rooms next door as you're trying to audition a system. Something else that's linked to that is seeing speakers that are probably amazing speakers, but are hamstrung by a really bad choice of source chain, such as the use of a DAC that's robbing any sense of soundstage depth from the presentation you're hearing. I saw an example of this at the recent StereoNet Melbourne HiFi show, where there was a pair of $35,000 speakers, that's Australian dollars but still, that were completely hamstrung by a DAC that I know produces no soundstage depth at all. Back to the issue of background noise though, if you're trying out headphones or IEMS at a hi-fi show, then noise is often an even bigger issue, because you're generally going to be in a really large open space with all sorts of chatter and talk going on around you. And that is actually a nice segue into the first thing that I love about hi-fi shows. The people being able to chat to fellow audio enthusiasts about the hobby that we all share. In my case as a YouTuber, it's extra fun being able to meet people that watch the channel, hear their thoughts on videos, hear feedback, and just generally get to know you who are watching my videos. It's always great to meet you, to chat to you, and to learn about the gear that you love that I might not have even heard of. Or discuss ideas for videos that might spark my creativity. And speaking of people, that leads us to the second thing that I hate. I'd like to introduce some of you to this and this. There's a subset of audiophiles that seem to be scared of soap and deodorant. You know who you are. Being in a large space full of people is always less enjoyable when somebody smells like last week's garbage. So please, fellow audiophiles and friends, grab the soap and the deodorant before your next show and make it better for all of us. The next thing I love about hi-fi shows is discovering new test albums, music that's great to listen to, that's also fantastic in terms of recording quality to make our gear sound better. Tracks that can bring my system to life in ways that I've never experienced before. At the recent hi-fi show, I heard albums by Haven and Tsuyoshi Yamamoto Trio that both sounded brilliant on anything I've tried them on. Unfortunately though, that's a double-edged sword, because the next thing that I hate about hi-fi shows is the 3-month detox they require afterwards. I don't know about you, but after any hi-fi show, I don't want to hear another album by Dire Straits, Fleetwood Mac, Yellow, sometimes Daft Punk, Dominique Fils-Aimé, and I'm probably forgetting some other stalwarts too. Let me know in the comments, what are the tracks or artists that you are tired of hearing over and over and over again at hi-fi shows? But let's end on a positive. The last thing I love, but the thing that I love the most about hi-fi shows, is the opportunity to introduce people to great sounding audio. Seeing somebody experience great headphones or speakers for the first time ever is a joy. Maybe they're a speaker user hearing premium headphones for the first time, or maybe they're someone that's gone from living in shared accommodation where headphones were the only option to now having a space of their own that's suitable for speakers, and they're just getting into the world of what a good pair of speakers can do in a nice room. Perhaps they're just new to premium audio in general and discovering what can happen when you move beyond wireless headphones and wireless speakers. Regardless of where they've come from, seeing that flash of amazement when they discover what's possible in the world where they're now going is always wonderful to see. My son's not quite at an age yet to appreciate the difference between one system and the next, but seeing the excitement in his eyes of just experiencing something new and different is always uplifting and exciting. So those are my thoughts on hi-fi shows, and for the record, I definitely don't think they should die. I think they should continue to grow and evolve, and to become even better opportunities to open the doors of musical enjoyment to wider and broader audiences. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to see a wonderful step towards engaging a wider audience and sparking a greater love of music in the world, take a look at my video up here about the 2024 Penang International Hi-Fi Show. Other event organisers could learn a lot from what they did in Penang this year. But for now, I'd like to say a huge thanks to YouTube channel members, to channel Patreon members, and to those of you that leave super thanks here on YouTube on videos like this one. Until next time, happy listening, be kind to each other, and I'll see you here again soon on Passion for Sound.